The Kandy Asala Perahera is the most colorful and the biggest annual festival of the temple, where it also shows the harmonious blending of Buddhism and Hinduism. For a long period of time, this traditional procession was held in honor of the sacred tooth relic of the Lord Buddha and 4 Hindu gods, namely Natha, Vishnu, Skanda and Patini. It is undoubtedly one of the foremost World Heritage events named by UNESCO. Attracting thousands of pilgrims and tourists to the scenic hill city of Kandy every year, not only to pay homage to the sacred tooth relic and 4 Hindu gods, but also to see the Buddhist arts, culture, the rituals of Thevava, and the Kandyan dancing so unique to the Kandy Asala Perahera. This gorgeous cultural pageant has history, religion, and a nation's culture mingled in it. This traditional rehearsal of Kandy's past glory carries a spiritual message too. World Buddhist Museum, in commemoration of the 2600th Sambuddhatva Jayanti celebration. The museum, by the 2600th year of the Sambuddhatva Jayanti, the Buddha Dhamma has evolved from the simple philosophy of the lifestyle of mankind enunciated in early Buddhist thought to a highly developed ritualistic religious system. From its birthplace in India, Buddhism as a religion has spread far and wide to varied parts of Asia South, Southeast and Far East. Simultaneously, the message of the Buddha is currently being pursued in wider context in the modern world. It is interesting to note the different systems followed in the practice of Buddhism, both Theravada and Mahayana, by respective countries such as Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Cambodia, India, Indonesia, Japan, Korea, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Nepal, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Thailand, and Vietnam. In order to facilitate the study of these different systems at a single site, Sri Darada Maligawa Kandy, with the blessings of the most venerable Mahanayaka Theros of the Malvatta and Askiriya chapters, have been successful in establishing the International Museum of Buddhism. This is to benefit the large numbers of visitors to the Temple of the Tooth. Its authorities remain ever grateful to the governments, philanthropic personnel and institutions of the respective countries for their ready and unstinted cooperation in making this meritorious venture possible. Ambakke Devalaya. The Ambakke Devalaya is a wooden temple situated in the Ambakke village, just 3 kilometers from the Peradeniya Botanical Gardens. It offers some of the finest examples of wood carvings and was built in the 14th century by King Vikramabahu III. The temple presents an insightful display of the medieval style of architecture adopted in Sri Lanka. 16 wooden pillars grace the entrance of this Devalaya, and the motifs that decorate the pillars and the Devalaya depict flowers, soldiers, dancing maidens, and even mermaids. Engravings of animals such as swans, lions, bulls, and elephants are also part of the finely detailed woodwork of the Devalaya. Alongside the temple is a digge, which is 53 feet 10 inches long and 25 feet 9 inches wide. It is guarded by 32 square-shaped pillars made of indigenous woods such as gammalu, ginisapu, na, and pimbia. Inside the temple is a courtyard where the Hevisi were known to have been played. Its exquisite architecture has propelled it to become a popular tourist attraction today. Ambakke Temple is recognized by UNESCO for its splendid woodwork. Lankatilaka Temple. The Lankatilaka Temple is one of the finest examples of Sinhalese temple architecture. Situated on the outskirts of Kandy, it was completed in 1334 by King Buerakabahu IV. Lankatilaka Temple is built on a single rock mass and features an abundant display of murals, paintings, and sculptures. It contains a Situam Ge, or an area dedicated to imagery, which contains devalas that are dedicated to the 4 deities of the island, each with his consort. A number of craftsmen worked on creating this temple, and the gifts given to these artisans for having toiled in the creation of it are presumed to be inscribed in Pali on the rock whereon the temple is built. Gracing the exterior of the Situam Ge are sculpted elephants and other decorative designs, and an arched passageway leads to an inner sanctum that is embellished with floral designs. Paintings decoratively cover the 2 side walls and ceiling of the inner sanctum that houses an extremely large statue of the Buddha seated under a Makara Torana. Gadaladeniya Vihara. Perched atop a hill and offering truly spectacular views of the adjoining areas, this temple was built during the reign of King Vikramabahu as far back as 1344. The temple's aesthetics is Dravidian in essence, for its chief architect is said to have hailed from South India. Still visible on the temple's entrance doors, carved from jackwood, are the remnants of paintings that form an integral part of the temple's architecture. The Vihara's main shrine room contains a Buddha statue under a Makara Torana as well as 4 standing Buddha images. Next to the main shrine room is another shrine that is dedicated to God Vishnu, who according to the Mahavansa, the great chronicle of Sri Lanka, is the deity chosen to protect the island. A stupa believed to have been constructed by King Parakramabahu V is found next to the Vishnu Devale. 4 smaller stupas built on small shrine rooms surround the main stupa. The site, famous for its wooden architecture, was the site of an ancient monastery and is located at Diggala in the district of Kandy. Royal Botanical Gardens, Peradeniya. Located 460 meters above sea level, with a 200-day annual rainfall, the Royal Botanical Gardens is located a few miles away from Kandy. Its origins can be traced back to as early as the 14th century during King Vikramabahu's ascension to the throne. The groundwork for the botanical garden was laid by Alexander Moon in 1821, and its purpose then was as a site for the cultivation of coffee trees and other palm trees that had economic significance to the region. Subsequently, it was formally established as a botanical garden in 1843. It has a long and colorful history that is interspersed by colonialism and industrial change. The gardens are renowned for its collection of 300 varieties of orchids, spices, medicinal plants and palm trees. The Royal Botanical Gardens occupies 59 hectares and is now home to 4,000 species of plants. Its expertise in conservation, biodiversity, floriculture and sustainability contribute in its status as a significant national asset of Sri Lanka. The Queen's Hotel is a typically Victorian-style hotel which was constructed by the British in the 1890s. It was originally a governor's mansion built to house troops during the colonial era. This later became the main complex of the Ceylon Rifle Regiment. Today, it is one of the most sought-after landmarks in Kandy. Regarded as a historic building that chronicles the era of Sri Lanka's central province, this colonial-style luxury hotel is one of the oldest hotels in Sri Lanka. The Hotel Swiss Kandy is a colonial hotel that captures Kandy's past glory. Located next to the Kandy Lake, it sits on 3 acres of landscaped finery. This was the residence of the Chief Minister of the Royal Granary in the 17th century and was subsequently acquired by the British to be sold to a Swiss lady who ran it as a guest house. This was the beginning of Hotel Swiss as we know it today. During the Second World War, from 1943 to 1945, the hotel was used as the headquarters of the Southeast Asia Command under the command of Lord Louis Mountbatten.